Looking close out of turn 3 into turn 4. Little bit of a nose, and we're going to go green, it looks like. I'm dry already. Once again, Simmental taking the point as they'll go single file down the backstretch into turn number 3. Down to complete lap number 1. Simmental, Austin Bean out of Floresville is on your second place. He'll sit back there with some patience. Following him will be the 14 of Brian Bennett. Ty Hamill out of Katy. Ty Email. I told you I'd butcher some names. Hey, we got to move for second here out of turn number 3. Down to turn 4, second place, Brian Benedict. Side by side down the front stretch into turn 1. The 23 of Michael. Mickle will pick up third now as they go single file out of turn 4. We're halfway home this time by. Simmental, Benedict, Mickle, and the 44 of Austin Bean. You got to run now for that fifth position is the 54. Emil. Email now up to 5th. As this time by, we're looking at a white flag and 1 lap to go for your leader, Jada Simmental. As a 17-year-older out of Leander, Texas. She'll take the field into 3, coming out of turn 4, looking for the checkered flag in our first heat tonight. Give it up for Jada Simmental. Starter looking them over as we get ready to roll. Here we go.
Jada holds your lead in first. You're much better.
All right, 68 takes a look on the inside. He'll move up to the 4th spot as we complete lap number 1. We got a battle for the 5th spot back there. The 44 and the 14. They settle that coming out of turn number 2. The 14's going to take a look on the inside. They're going to go side by side at turn 3 as Jada brings them down to complete lap number 2. First 4 cars separating themselves from 5th place now as they also go single file. Field pretty much content now to run single file. We'll take 54, takes a look on the outside. Going into turn number 1, he'll settle back into 3rd. Now he's going to move up on the bumper, the 23. Keep your eyes on turn 3 and 4 as the 23 slams the door. Single file now. Single file now out of turn number 4, looking to complete lap number 5. Jada Simmental out of Leander, Texas. She'll continue to pace the field. Now we got a challenge for second. Looking on the inside, the 54 of Ty Email. He'll take second as they come out of turn number 2. Back to single file now out of turn 4. Your top 4 still distancing himself away from our 5th place car. The 14 of Brian Benedict, all alone there in 15th. Single file, they continue now. as laps continue to wind down. Jada pulling out a little bit now in top spot. She's going to put some distance between her and the second spot. Meanwhile, look, keep your eyes on fourth. The 68 of David Duck now closing in, ready to challenge for third down the backstretch. Email starting to back it in a little bit as we're halfway home in this 20-lap feature event. Duck content to sit back in fourth for the moment as laps continue to wind down. He's going to look high, look low, waiting for the opportunity to pounce as he works out of turn number 2. Looks like lap traffic could come into play here in a few laps. We got a battle further back here between the 48 and the 31. Schubert goes high, gives way to the 48 of Knotts. Lap traffic now as the leader takes the low line out of turn number 4. No problem getting by the 1. Next battle will be a little bit different as you got competitors battling for position right in front of your leaders. They'll look low coming out of turn 4 right behind the lap traffic. 6 laps to go now. Email waiting for an opportunity down the backstretch. He's right on the back bumper now of Jada as they work out of turn 4. Lap traffic giving everyone some room. Email right on the back bumper. Keep your eyes up front on that number 1 spot. Simmental and Email out of turn number 3. Email waiting for the opportunity. Meanwhile, battle for third also brewing. It's coming down to go time here as we got 4 laps left. Your top 2 and 3rd and 4th also up for contention as the 68 looking up a little high, door shut. Here's the battle for the front spot. Email will take the low spot. Side by side out of 2, Email will take the position. Meanwhile, further back, the 14 and 38. Let's hear it. Caution on the speedway, the 68 of David Duck losing the handle over in turn number 2.
Pace car off. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Jada coming in, taking the lead. Back to the front with 2 to go. See if Ty can catch her. White flags out this go round, 1 to go. Jada's holding it. Battle for third between Peyton Mickle and Jada has taken it. Jada. All right, guys, here we go. Number 18 in the lead, Travis Roderick from Austin, Texas. Acting like he's out there riding a bull with one hand. New leader, number 24. That's Shelby Hupp out of Jersey Village. Maintaining her lead with 23, Corey O'Donnell from Austin in second. '93, Chad Rogers moves into the third position. Number 3 seems to be having a little problems with this NASCAR. White flag this time. Shelby Huff still in the lead with 1 to go. And Shelby Huff takes the win.
Field coming out of turn 3 and 4 looking for the green. Starter looking him over. And we're going to see if that flies or not. The green is out. Down the backstretch, a good battle for the 5th spot. They'll funnel into 3 and 4. The number 24 of Shelby Huff takes the point. Battle shaping up now for the 2nd spot. They're 2 and 3. You can throw a blanket over the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right now. Outside challenge for 2nd place out of turn number 2. He'll back it out, but keep an eye on the 5th place. Single file through the turn. They take advantage of the draft down of straightaways. Yes, these cars will draft. You'll see them tuck in behind each other, sometimes even putting their heads down to try to take advantage of that draft. Out of turn number 4 to 5 laps down. Your top 5 single file. Look out, a little bumping in the backstretch as that white cart loses power. He'll drift out to the top. No harm, no foul. Little hand signs going out there. 3 wide in turn number 1 and 2. Meanwhile, on the front stretch, we got problems and a yellow flag coming out on the front stretch.
Around to green.
Out of turn number 4, green flag in the air as we get back to racing with the 24 of Shelby Huff, still setting the pace. Side by side now, good battle for the 2nd spot. The 3 carts running 3 wide into turn 3. Can't ask for anything better than that. Out of turn number 4, who's going to take it? It's going to settle. The number 3 of Delbert May will take 2nd as they settle down single file through turn number 2. Not quite done with this battle up front. May 2nd, but look out, here comes the 93 of Chad Rogers. Rogers into the picture now, out of turn number 2. It looks like he's up into 3rd. The car's shuffling for positions. The number 3 trying to find a better line as May goes down the backstretch solidly in 2nd, but your first place cart, Shelby Huff, solidly in 1st and looking to finish this race out on top. Not quite done back here in 2nd as the 93 looks on the outside of turn 4. Now he's going to take it to the outside into turn 1, and that'll put him up in the 2nd spot now. Possible problems on the 3. Delbert May looks like he's a little off the pace now. May definitely off the pace, working through 1 and 2. That's going to hand second place now to the 93 of Rogers. And look who's running in third. That's the 29. Of Marty Kreis. Marty Kreis now up to third. As we slow them down halfway, we're going to rack them and stack them for a second go round. Okay, the 22 of Haiti Tanner picks up. We got 4 carts to go. We're back to green flag racing. 14 laps to go. And this is a little bit of that drafting I was talking about earlier. These guys will tuck in right behind. Now it's side by side for second out of turn number 3. Haiti Tanner now up to second now, looking like she might want this checkered flag. Rogers Tanner, there's a battle for third waging back there. A little bit back behind them, side by side through 3 and 4. The 22 of Tanner now giving everything she's got to try to stay up there. 29 of Marty Kreis up to second. Chad Rogers still pacing the field up front with 12 laps to go. They're now single file all the way around. Single file now as we count the laps down. Your attention in the pit car, in the pits, dwarf cars. If you're not in staging yet, you should start heading that way. In the pits, dwarfs, start heading to staging. We got 10 laps to go in our NASCAR feature. Chad Rogers setting the pace up front. We're under 10 now. We got action on both sides of the speedway. First, second, third, and fourth spread out. Pretty good distance between them. The 11 of David Molino is going to need some kind of help, colored caution to try to reel them back in up front with just 8 laps to go. Your leader now putting a sizable distance between himself and second place. The 29 looks like it's slowing down just a little bit. Never know. And in case any of you are wondering, these carts are pretty much the same as you can go rent and have an afternoon of fun with, except for the bumper. You can't bump a nose. These you can. Side by side battle back here for between the 22 and the 11. Looking for a podium finish. 3 laps to go. It's all to get on that podium. As Haley now up to third. Your leader actually looking pretty stout. Straightaway lead on second place. White flag for our leader. Chad Rogers taking a final go round here at Houston Motorsports Park. He'll work down the backstretch into 3 and 4 as that battle rages for that third. Look out, we got problems here on the front stretch. Checkered flag is going to fall for our winner, 93 of Chad Rogers. Green. Turn number 4, keep your eyes on it. Pick yourself out of favor. Here we go. As Jerry Young takes the point high out of turn number 2. Keep your eyes on the 37, working that outside groove, and it looks like we're going to try it again in the spirit of sportsmanship. And a green flag out is your leader, Wayne Griff, out of turn number 2. The 88 of Young on the outside again. Here comes the 99 to the inside. He'll duck in behind the 18. Side by side now out of turn number 4. Griffin. Here comes Young on the outside at the starting line. He's going to take the point now going into turn number 2. Griff will fall into second. Jerry Young settling for third. Keep your eyes on the 37 of Simmental. Simmental looking on the outside. Good battle shaping up for second now out of turn number 2 as the 18 of Young looks to the outside. It's going to be 3 wide going into turn number 3. Buchanan now slides up into the third. He's going to challenge for second. Meanwhile, Jerry Young all alone and pulling out on the front as Buchanan now slides up into second, leaving the younger Young third out of turn number 4. Halfway this time by in our dwarf heat. Field now single file as the 88 of Rusty Young challenging for the outside. Battle for the lead in turns 1 and 2. Buchanan and Young side by side out of turn number 2. They'll race for it down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Side by side now out of turn number 4. Who's going to lead this lap? 2 laps to go for Buchanan. Buchanan now will take the point out on the backstretch. Young tucks into second. He's going to wait for that next opportunity as we're looking at the white flag this time by. It's Buchanan, Young, and Young. Gary Buchanan, the veteran, out of turn number 3. He's going to look low onto the lap car of 5. He's going to look at the checkered flag. The starter looks him over on turn number 4. Green flag in the air. Groff took the early point, but then it's the 88 of Rusty Young not wasting any time as they're still side by side 2 deep. Out of turn 4, complete lap number 1. Young now to the point, but Goff is not giving up that bottom lane as they fight down the backstretch. Goff looking to the inside, trying to make a comeback. Squirrely a little bit. A little bit squirrely out of turn 4. That's going to hand the lead solidly to Young as a battle for third now. Here comes the veteran Gary Buchanan on the outside for that second place. Buchanan now up to challenge Goff. Out of turn number 2, he's going to have it down the backstretch. Goff now starting to lose a little bit of positions as he's battling now for third, trying to hold on with the 18 of Jerry Young. Jerry Young staying on the outside of Goff out of turn number 2. Meanwhile, up front, here comes Buchanan. He's going to take a look at the inside on turn 3. Out of turn 4, can he do it? No, it's not going to work, but he's not giving up. Young on the outside, he's going to slam the door out of turn number 2. Buchanan not giving up out of turn 3 and 4. They're side by side at the stripe. Young, Buchanan. And you've got the 18th, Jerry Young, sitting in third, again side by side, neither party giving up out of turn 4. And there you got it, Gary Buchanan now up to the point, out of turn number 2. He took the lead coming across the stripe. First, second, third. Single file. As we've got a battle brewing now for fourth. Jerry Young and Dwayne Goff out in third, 3 and 4. Lap traffic now out of turn number 2. Todd Buchanan easily under him, as all second and third as well. Let's see if Jerry Young can make the lap traffic of 5 work to his advantage. They'll both go underneath it. He's going to take a look to the inside. No, he's going to go to the outside, turn 3. Meanwhile, up in second place, it's the Young brothers now battling for Thanksgiving bragging rights. Second place up for contention. In 3 and 4, it's going to be Jerry at the stripe. Jerry able to get by the 88 of Rusty. Would not want to be at the Thanksgiving table for that wheel. Meanwhile, up front, Gary Buchanan firmly in control of this race, as the 18 of Jerry Young putting some distance on his brother, the 88 of Steve Young, as we've got the 42 of Dwayne Groff. Dwayne Groff off the pace and into the infield. Buchanan, Jerry Young, and Rusty Young, your top 3. All looking like they're pretty content with what they've got, but that's why we race to the checkered flag as they work under the lap car of Jim Kakakis. The veteran Gary Buchanan well up front as we're down to 3 laps to go. Buchanan, Jerry Young, Rusty Young, your top 3. Coming down with 2 laps to go, 2 laps in our feature. Jerry Young trying to see if he can pull something, a rabbit out of the hat, but Gary Buchanan looking at the white flag this time by. Right now feeling every bump, listening to every knock in that car, hoping it stays together, waiting. Here comes your leader out of turn 4, looking for another checkered flag, Gary Buchanan.
Here we go, going green. All right, number 2, Doug Gibson has come out in the front. Number 3, Robert Wilson in the number 2 position. Number 74, Mike Meekum in the 3rd. Doug Gibson maintaining a good lead. Number 50 got a little high on that. Number 2, Doug Gibson maintaining his lead. Robert Wilson, Mike Mika. Halfway through our last heat here. go. White flag will last lap. Taking the checkered flag is number 2, Doug Gibson. With number 3, it was a dirt track eco stock racer and going green right now.
Real estate getting a little bit expensive there going into 1 and 2, but everyone comes out clean. Out of turn 2 is the 51 of Brent Dunning. And we got a little bit of competition up front. There's a 2. Doug Gibson now up to the point. Keep your eye on his 74 as he takes a look on the inside of the 51. Yeah, he's going to take another look into 3, backs off, stays in line, but here comes the 23. Look at the 73. Single file now out of turn number 2. Gibson putting some distance between himself and the rest of the field. Meekum waiting for an opportunity there in 3 and 4. It goes a little high that time. He's going to give up some distance. Gathers it back up, right back to the bumper of the Vody. Now he's going to make a run to the inside. Keep your eyes on turn 1. He's going to try it. Not going to happen this time. Meanwhile, about on the outside, Soren Rasmussen takes advantage of that and joins himself up into 3rd. Rasmussen taking advantage of the open door. I don't think the 74 McCune likes that. He's going to take a look on the inside. Rasmussen's not done. Hey, can they draft like that? Rasmussen right on the back bumper of the 51 of Devotee. There's the door opening up out of turn number 4. Hey, Touchfield. Meanwhile, the 74 jumps to the inside. Not going to happen, but the Rasmussen up to 2nd. Robbins racing, fans. But that might be a little too much. A little bit of real estate out there. Side by side now for 3rd out on turn 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Gibson enjoying the show out there all by himself. Field now single file with 9 laps to go. Hey. 30. Doug Gibson out front and in control as this field continues to wind down. 3 gathers it back up. A little squirrely out there, 2 and 3. 1 and 2. Gibson now working around the lap car out there. That would be the 24 of Will Planner. Will Planner out there getting some laps. Gibson goes to the underneath of him and out of turn 2. He'll clear him. Rasmussen still with some company out there in the 74 of Mike. Is that Mike Meekum? Mike Meekum. And I don't think Meekum's done, race fans. I don't think he's done by a long shot. He keeps putting that nose underneath Rasmussen out there. Meanwhile, further back, car 3 gathers it back up. We'll stay green. Four laps left for Doug Gibson, your leader. Meekum now takes another look on the inside of Rasmussen in 3 and 4. Rasmussen shutting the door. He looks professional out there. Almost looks professional. Gibson, Rasmussen, Meekum coming down with 2 laps. Now we got a challenge for second. We'll see how this works. They're side by side out of 4. And Meekum with the advantage out of turn 4 into 1. Rasmussen throws it in everything he's got. And that's going to open the door for 50 of Toby Taylor. Rasmussen trying to fight back on the outside as we got 1 lap to go. One final go round here at the Houston Motorsports Park for Doug Gibson in that number 2. Single file, everyone working through 3 and 4. Here comes your winner, Doug Gibson.
Here we go, 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 go.
All right, into turn number 1. Out of the backstretch now, the number 5. Krieger setting the pace out in the top spot is the 21 of Jason Marshall, settles for second, with the 4 of Michael Carbos coming third. Keep your eyes on the 4th place. Brian Otts in that number 7 car. That is a 10-year-old car he's got out there, trying to keep pace with these newer cars. Not doing a bad job. Kruger now leading the 21 of Marshall out of turn 4. Fourth, 5th, 6th, and 7th. You can feel the anticipation there. Everyone playing the patience game, waiting for things to sort out. Everyone being patient back there from 4th back, waiting for things to sort out. Meanwhile, at turn 4, your leader, Jake Kruger. Single file now as Kruger leads the 21 of Marshall out of turn 4. Marshall trying to close in a little bit on Kruger down the backstretch and into 3. It looks like he's picking it up a little bit, ever so closer. Meanwhile, the back of the field. The back of the field now closing in on the 4 of Krughouse. First and second pulling away from 3rd. And it looks like we got something building out of turn number 2. And we got a problem with the 7 of Otis. Kruger looking to make it 2 in a row here. He was your winner last time out. Starter looking him over out of turn number 4, side by side, looking for the green. Kruger will take him down into turn 1. He'll take point as the 21 of Marshall falls into second. Battle for third now between the 31 and 4. Caution out. Gonna turn it over to Kruger as he brings the field out of turn number 4, looking for a good green start. There we go. Doesn't get much better than that, as the 5 of Kruger will take the point out of turn number 2. Marshall falls into second as we got some battles going on for the back. Out of turn number 2, you got the 4 of Cookhouse. He's starting to stress his muscles a little bit. 31 not giving up. Chase Sherbert falling in behind the 4 now at turn number 2. Takes a look to the inside. Gonna fall back into 4th. Patience is a virtue in racing as these guys work single file to let the laps out. 81 getting a little squirrely off of turn 2. Hogan a little squirrely off of 2. He'll take a higher line now out of 2 this time by. As Kruger leads the field down. 27 laps to go. Kruger, Marshall, then we got a battle for third. Hogan now up to 5th. Problems at 3 and 4. Flagman giving him over and looking at green. Kruger once again to the point as we got a battle now, Burrow for second. Marshall trying to hold off the 31 of Schubert. Marshall able to shut the door, but that opened the door up for the number 4. 4 takes a look to the inside on turns 3 and 4 underneath the 31. He's able to get that right front tire up to the wheel well, but that's about it as they go single file now through 3 and 4. Meanwhile, your leader, Jay Kruger, holding down the point as they go single file now. Kruger, Marshall, Schubert, and Cookhouse. As we start to settle into this race and let laps work their way out. Marshall content to sit back in second right now, it looks, waiting for an opportunity as laps continue to wind down. Kruger and Marshall pulling away from third place. Chase Schubert. And Kruger now pulling away from Marshall in second. Jay Kruger trying to put some distance between himself and second place Marshall. Keep your eyes on the 26 of Bob Selensky back there. Bob Selensky, you're involved in that earlier spin, waiting for an opportunity to move up. Selensky in the 26 is going to look low. Marshall looking for a better way around this track. Trying to find a way to catch up to your leader, Jake Kruger. Lucky, 13 laps to go this time. Kruger putting some distance now between himself and second place Marshall. Laps to go this time by for your leader, Jake Kruger. Time running out for Jason Marshall in that 21. He's got to get it done if he's going to do it. 26 now taking a look on the inside of the 81 of Hogan. The 26 losing the handle in turn 2. The 26 of Bob Solinsky. 4 side by side, bumper to bumper, green flag. Kruger taking advantage of that high line once again, is hot once again around. 3 and 4. Kruger once again using that high side to his advantage down the backstretch. Here comes the 4. Problems in the turn 3. Through 3 and 4, flagman looking them over. They've done it several times. They got plenty of practice. Out of 4. And here we go again. This time Marshall not giving up. He's going to try it. Kruger just too much down the backstretch, but he leaves the bottom open. 31 able to keep her going. We're staying green. Kruger opening up that bottom door to Marshall momentarily, not able to do it. Marshall not able to take advantage of Kruger leaving that bottom door open. And now trying to put some distance between himself and second place. We're down to the last 5 laps in this feature event. Who's got a favorite out there? We'll see if Marshall can wheel him in. See if he's got anything left in the tank for Kruger as they go down the backstretch. Problem out of turn 2. As they come out of turn number 4. Kruger once again, but he leaves that bottom wide open as here comes Marshall. They know it's do or die time as they go side by side out of turn number 4. This is long over. This is not over by a long shot, but Kruger able to pull it out once again. White flag for your leader. Jake Kruger leads the field out of turn number 2. And into turn number 4 looking for the checkered flag. Here comes your winner, Jake Kruger. Side by side, bumper to bumper. Here come the trucks. A little bit of a shaky start, but it looks like everyone got through turn 2. Yep. Everyone made it through. We'll stay green. 75. Todd Roberts talking on the pole. Brandon Leonard looking on the inside again. If McAvoy leaves that open, he's going to try it. Side by side battle for third. The 81 of Dylan Spreen looking to the inside. He'll make that work. Jim Teague coming right along with Spreen. Adam Hahn has the problem. He'll settle in now to 5th. Roberts McAvoy continues to lead. Field now single file down to complete. 31 to go. There's your opportunity out of turn number 2. Leonard takes a look on the inside in 3. Trying to make it stick. Will it stick out of turn 4? He's your new leader. Todd got pushed up high. Here comes the 81 out of turn 2. Keep your eye up front. Spreen will go door handle to door handle through 3 and 4 out of turn 4. Here's your new leader, Dylan Spreen. Jim Teague not content to sit where he is. He's going to battle for 2nd out of turn 3. Jim Teague looking to bite 2nd. Is it going to stick out of turn number 2, the 73? But here comes the 12. He's going to take advantage of it. They're going to go side by side into turn 3. Here comes the 12 of Adam Hall. Hall now up to 2nd is the 95. It's a little squirrely up there. Check that, Todd Roberts McAvoy in a 5, getting a little squirrely in 3 and 4. Looks like he's got it back gathered up. Your top 2 pulling away from 3rd. Everyone single file now with 25 laps to go in our Pro Truck Series. David Webster in that 13 truck looking a little racy in turn number 2. He'll take it to the outside of Todd Roberts McAvoy. Webster will make the outside line work. Webster able to make that outside line work as he'll move up to 5th. Up front is still Spree up front, but that 12 car truck of Adam Hall is not going to sit there long. And look out, here comes the 73 of Teague. Takes a look at the inside, shut the door with the 81. We're down to 20 laps to go. 20 laps for your leader, Dylan Spreen. As we got a challenge, looks like here. It looks like we're going to have a challenge for 2nd here soon with that 73 of Teague. He's right on the back bumper out of turn 4. Teague and Hahn getting ready to do some battle for 2nd as Spreen leads the way. '81 gets loose in 1. That's going to open the door for the 12 of Adam Hahn. Down the backstretch into 3, our new leader. Here comes the 73. He touches him, and he's going to send the 81 of Spreen around.
Side by side for 2nd place. Adam Hall able to maintain 2nd place.
Field now single file as Hall hauls the male into turn number 4 behind Spreen. He's going to take a look at the inside. Hall's going to fall back behind Spreen, but there we go out of turn 2. He is far from done. Fans, keep your eye on the 73 of Teague as he's working his way back up. 05 gets a little loose, but he gathers it back in. Turn 3, that's where the action is, out of turn 4. Hall takes a look to the inside, but that's not going to work. He keeps her going. We're staying green. Hall trying to make that inside line work against Spree. It just didn't work. He's going to fall back in line, let his tires cool off. We're going to stay single file with 10 laps to go. 9 laps now for your leader. Dylan Spree will haul him into turn 3 out of turn number 4. Hall trying to get things back, mount another challenge late in the race. We've only got 8 laps left. Down to the line this time, count them, 7 laps left. Jim Teague taking a look at the inside of the 05 out of turn 2. Not going to work as 5 slams the door. Not content, here we go out of turn 4. Leonard brushed the wall in the front stretch. That opened the door for Teague. Teague now up to 3rd. Five more circuits around the Houston Motorsports Park. As here comes Hall, trying to mount a last lap challenge. This race far from over as your leader's out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Hall taking a look at the inside, not going to work this time. Spreen, Hall, Teague out of turn number 2. Your top 3. Coming down with 2 laps this time, go time. Does Hahn have enough to try to get by your leader, David Spring? Out of turn number 4, looking at the white flag. There we go, Aaron. And there's what we expected out of turn number 2. Turn 4, Evergreen. Into turns 1 and 2, Spree will take the advantage. Here comes the 05. Leonard taking advantage of that second outside and front row, but here comes Spree for your white flag. A white flag in the air for Dylan Spree as he makes his final circuit. Jim Teague trying to see if he's got anything left, but out of turn number 4 for the checker flag.
We are going green. Oh, right off. Here we go. Battle for the lead between 44 and number 8. Number 8 coming on the inside, trying to get around number 44. 44, Damon Bean, holding his lead. Damon Bean, Brandon Gator. Brian Schneider, Corey Winnie,
All right, Bean Gaither, Schneider, and Winnie. The 39 goes a little slow out of turn 4 where he's just getting out of the way. And he is definitely off the pace in the 39. We'll see what he does. All right, we've got 10 laps to go in our Super Stock feature as we Damon Bain, looks like he's in control since the drop of the green. Bean Gaither and the 49 of Schneider, your top three. It's time by, 5 laps to go in our feature. There we go, out of turn number 4 now, less than 5 laps to go. Here comes the 8 of Gaither. He's looking like he's gonna try to make a last ditch effort here as he pulls up on the back of the 44 of Bean. Definitely knocking that margin down out of turn 4. Handling possibly going away on the 44. It looks like out of turn 2 here we got a challenge for the lead into turn number 3. Side by side out of 4, and they touch it. Touch again out of 4. Gaither's going to pick up the lead. Two laps to go for your new leader, Brandon Gaither. Into 3 out of 4. Here comes the checkered flag for your winner. Out of San Antonio, Brandon Gaither from green in the air. Brandon Speen a little bit wide here. He'll fall back, and we got a side battle in the second. Robert Barker now to the inside. He'll move up the second to 25. JT Child will take third. So you got father, son versus third. Father-son trio in first and third as the field now lines up. The 96 of Davison now falls into fourth. Davison back in that car for the first time and looking pretty good. Here's a challenge for second. There's a 25 of JT to the inside. JT Zhao took a look at the inside of the 17 of Barker. Not going to happen as they work into turn 3. Single file out of turn 4. 30 lap. Here's a challenge for second again as JT took to the inside. Turn number 3, see if it sticks. Out of turn 4, it looks like it's going to work. As father-son lead the field down the backstretch. Robert Barker third, Davison fourth. It looks like some father-son love out there. As younger son JT muscling by his father, 7, as he takes the point now. Barker not letting it goodbye. Davison gets a little squirrely down the backstretch. That's going to open the door for the 80 of Luza. And Davison goes around at turn 4. That's going to bring out the caution. Mustang takes the hard left. Starter looks him over out of turn number 4, side by side. Here we go. JT takes a look on the inside. It's not, and it looks like he's going to hold him off. Barker's not giving up though, as here comes Daddy. We got problems at 3. We got cars all over the racing service in turn 3. The 2 takes the green. All right, JT will lead him out of turn number 2. He'll take the point. The 17 falling in the second. Here comes Dad in the third. Good battle for fourth now, though. Battle for fourth with Ryan Lenzen now up to fourth. Brandon Spreen taking over fifth. Looks like the field now sorted out. We're going to click some laps off here. 23 to go this time by. JT Child brings him down. Child, Barker, Child, and Luza, your top 4 as things settle out. Mike Polaro back there in the 69 looking for an opportunity as well. And look who's coming. Greg Davison now trying to find a way around Polaro. Meanwhile, up front, the 17's going to take a look. And for third, we got a race 2. Contact into turn 2. Contact into 2. They keep it going. Luza Luza now able to get underneath Chris. Luza underneath Chris and able to take over third. Keep your eyes up front as the 17 of Barker not letting them get away. Barker takes a look on the inside of Child out of 2. There, side by side down the backstretch into 3. Barker's going to move up on the inside. All right, your new leader, Robert Barker in that 17. Barker using patience, and he finally got an opening. He took it. Further back the 89. Brandon Spreen. Spreen waiting for an opportunity of his own. We promised at turn 1. We've got a caution at turn 1. Bumper to bumper out of turn number 4. Barker to the point and real quick to take advantage of that. Spreen up to the second, and here comes Child on the inside. They're side by side out of 4. Barker, Spreen, and then the 89 of Spreen. Barker, Child, Spreen, Davison going back to 5th. Polero now up to 4th in that 69 machine. Davison riding 5th out of turn number 4. 10 laps to go in our final race as the 17 of Robert Barker now showing the way. Pulling away from Chris Scheid. Davison looking to take a look on the inside of the 69 of Polero. Polero getting real close to the 80 himself. Down the backstretch, just stay single file. Davison tucks in behind. Villarreal off the pace. He'll pull into the pits. We'll stay green. And we're down to 6 laps to go. Five to go for your leader, 17 of Robert Barker. Barker pulling out considerably from Chris Child. Barker, Child. Barker, Child, Spreen, and the 79 of Villarreal count 4. Smoke out of the turn 3 as we got major problems in turn number 4. Over to Barker out of turn 4. Barker making no time at all to put out his lead. Child falls into second as the field now single file with 3 to go. 3 to go as the field now single file. Davison trying to come out. He's got a battle for 4th. It looks like he's going to go up to 4th this time by. 2 to go. Barker, Child, and then the 89 of Spring as they're looking for the white flag this time by. Half a lap for your leader, Robert Barker. Out of turn number 4, looking for that checkered flag. He's out aboard, Texas, the winner.